Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. And today, what does that mean? You got it. It is another movie review. So for all of you new people that have subscribed to my channel, I like to watch movies, but we live way out in the middle of nowhere and we do not get enough internet reception for me to have Netflix or Hulu or any of those. We do have Dish Network for TV and it works fine, but because you have to download for Netflix or Hulu, it doesn't download. I'll sit there and watch it, do this and this and this, and then it uses up all our data. So, and we even have an unlimited amount of data, but you only get so much, and then it slows it down. I don't know. But anyways, so I end up buying a lot of DVDs. And I have done this for years and years and years. Actually, when my kids, who are now 26, almost 27, almost 20, oh my gosh, 34, 36, 39, when they were little, we didn't have any kind of TV. We didn't have cable or anything because we lived out in the country, and we had, what do you call it? It was like a router, you know, a big old tower with a router, and then we had a little thing, and we got about 8 channels. So, because we didn't live in town, and that was in the 80s. And so we would buy a lot of VHS and Beta back then, and then it became DVD, and we bought a lot of that. And I have continued to just buy tons of DVD movies. And so I don't buy them really expensive. I'll buy them on Amazon and Target, Walmart. I don't like to spend more than $5 for a movie unless it's something I really want to see. And we never go to the movies. We never go to the movie theater. So if there's a good movie that comes out at the movie theater, it's going to cost me $20 at least to go to the movies. Okay, it's at least, depends on when you go, at least $10 to get in. You get a drink and popcorn and a hot dog or candy. Boom, you spent $20. So if a new movie comes out and I really, really want it, I'll wait till it goes down to about 12 or 14 and I might get it, because that's still cheaper than you're going to the movies one time. So, all right, I'm going to do 10 movies for you today that I'm going to review for you. This one is so old, I don't even know how old. It's probably at least 25 years old. It Takes Two with the Olsen twins. And it's just the cutest movie ever. I will continue to always watch it. I love it. The grandkids love to watch it now. My kids, I have boys, so they kind of watched it, but not a whole lot. But when I had the daycare, those kids watched it some. It's just an adorable movie. And it also have Kirstie Alley and Steve Guttenberg. And I just love it. I never get tired of it. I mean, of course, I have so many movies that I rotate, and so I might watch it maybe once a year at the most, but I really enjoy watching it. Okay, Bridesmaids. I've watched it about 2 or 3 times. It's funny. It's kind of raunchy. It's kind of gross in some parts, but it is funny, and I do enjoy it. Like I said, I've only watched it a couple times. I think I saw it at the movie theater once. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's cute. When somebody asks me what my favorite movie is of all time, I have so many movies that I like that I really can't tell you, but this is one of my top movies. I love this movie. If I'm feeling sick, if I'm just wanting to cuddle in the winter weather, if it's hot and I don't want to go out, I'll put this movie on for any reason. I love this movie. And Jennifer Lopez is just awesome. Ralph Fiennes, he doesn't play in a whole lot of movies that I watch, but he was wonderful in this movie. It's just a heck of a good movie. And I did see that movie, I believe it was in the late 90s at the theater. Okay. This is an oldie but goodie. I mean, this is, when I say oldie but goodie, it's probably at least 20 years old. The Princess Diary. Adorable, adorable, adorable movie. I've watched it at least 10 times, and I'll watch it again. And I love it. It's an adorable movie. And how many of you have watched it? Okay. All right, here we're going all the way back to, I believe, the 80s, late 80s, maybe early 90s, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Who doesn't like Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It's funny, it's corny, it's one of those movies that I think back to the 80s and the early 90s, all the good movies in the 80s and the 90s. Doesn't seem like we have as many great movies like we did back then, but I just love this movie. Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds, The Proposal. Oh, it's just such a good movie with her going to a family function and she doesn't have a boyfriend, hasn't gotten married. Her family all bugs her about it. When are you going to get married? You're not attached. And so she hires him to be her pretend fiance. One thing leads to another, and you know how movies go with good endings. I like that movie. This one probably dates back to the late 80s, early 90s, Indecent Proposal with Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore and Robert Redford, where, of course, they're married, they're magically in love, everything except for they're broke as a joke. He is a millionaire, not in love, but he's going to ask the husband if he can have his wife for, I believe it's one night, for $1 million. And they're thinking of all the things they could do with that $1 million to get themselves out of debt, blah, 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 blah. What would you do? You know, $1 million is a lot, but makes for an interesting movie. Oh my gosh. Sandra Bullock and, what is her name? Melissa McCarthy. The Heat. The first time I saw this was on the plane to Tennessee when I went with my cousin to Tennessee a couple years ago. Hilarious. Hilarious. Sandra, they're both great actresses. And so this one is so, you know, precise, and this one is not, and this one's so nice and tidy and clean, and this one is not. And it is just an awesome, funny movie. And even my husband didn't mind it because it's not a total chick flick. There's some action in it. It's a good movie. Oh my gosh. I have the soundtrack on CD in my car now and then. I love this movie. And this is late 80s or early 90s again. Love it, love it, love it, love it. As young girls, 1, 2, 3, 4, these grew up together as young girls. They made a pact to always get together. As adults, they're going to get together because this one is pregnant and having a baby. So it shows all their different lives as adults and how they are, how they always still come together. I just love it. And it has Melanie Griffith, Demi Moore, Rosie O'Donnell, and Rita Wilson. You guys, it's so good. I love it. Okay, my last movie for today's movie review. And So It Goes. We just watched this the other day. Like, literally, I just watched it like 2 days ago. Michael Douglas, Diane Keaton. I bought it, I think, on Amazon, because you know how if you press for one, then it'll suggest other movies for you to buy. So I thought, I'll try it. It was so good. It was such a good movie. He's kind of got a raunchy mouth. He's bitter at the world. She's just this sweet old lady that is so patient with the world, and he's not. His son is a recovered drug addict who had a daughter. He didn't even know he had a granddaughter, and she was almost 10 years old. The story goes, it's just a good movie. I don't want to give too much away because it's a great movie. But if you guys get a chance and you can just download it on Netflix or something, you should watch it. And that is my 10 movies for the movie review for this time. I usually do this about once a month. I've been on another movie kick where I've been watching movies in the evening, and so I'll have more movies to review with you at a later date. I have a ton of movies still under my TV that I've watched or I haven't watched, and I've been trying to, like, as I watch them, pull them out and put them on the shelf, so I rotate and watch all the movies that I have. Because if I have a movie down there that I don't like or I'm not going to watch, I'm going to donate it to the library. So, all right, you guys, have a great day, and I shall see you back here again tomorrow. Oh, as always, when I do the movie reviews, leave in the comments what are some of your favorite movies, because I have watched or purchased some movies from the suggestions of my subscribers in the comments. So leave me a comment of some of your favorite movies that you love to watch. New or old, I don't care. Disney or no Disney. Adult or younger. Whatever you like to watch, let me know, okay? And I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.